Alrighty guys, Wardog here. We are back again with our Total War Warhammer 2 Let's Roleplay Norsca campaign. I'm just going to start things off on the load screen here because I probably need to explain why we had such an abrupt end to the stream earlier on turn 90. We didn't really round the turn off, which I normally would do. The battle with Frigastrex was much harder and much longer, lol on both counts there, than I thought it would be, so I actually overran my stream time, and it ended up I should have been eating food, and I wasn't because I was fighting Frigastrex. So yeah, I didn't rush the battle. The battle was just crazy anyway, but once the battle was finished, it was a little bit like, okay, the battle's an interesting endpoint for the stream anyway, so I'll end it there and we'll tidy everything up the next time we stream, which is going to be now. We're going to go and round everything off. I'm going to jump in now and do that, because some of that shit was crazy. I don't know if anybody is watching this VOD back and somehow has not seen, whether it's on YouTube or whether they're on Twitch watching the VOD. But if you watch this before you've seen turns 60 to 90, we had a battle with Frigastrex, the Scion of the Cold Void, I believe, who is a frost verm dragon, and Frigastrex is a tough son of a bitch. He is a tough SOB. We ended up with much of our army heavily damaged. Fortunately, only one unit was actually lost. We lost a unit of rank 6 Marauder Berserkers, but it was a small price to pay considering what I was worried it was going to be. Wulfrik, the Wanderer, was also personally injured, so Wulfrik will be taking a few turns off to recover. And his army has passed to Talos. I want to say Bjorgulfsson, but that might not be the right surname. He's going to babysit Wulfrik's army while Wulfrik recovers. So we should be in here in a second, and we'll complete turn 90, and then we will move on with the campaign, having finally bested Frigastrex in our first ever monster hunt, which definitely brings to a close our short-term goal for this campaign, which was to unite the Norscan clans in Norsca and begin the first monster hunts. Frigastrex was our first monster hunt. My first monster hunt ever. I've never played Norsca before. I've never done the monster hunts, and it was Bjorgulfsson. I'm pretty sure I was close. Look at how beaten these units are. Some of these are barely still here. Most of them are barely still here, actually. So I think what we're going to do, first off, we're going to give them all names. I don't know if... I think the only ones that have got names in here is our Ice Tooth Chariots, which is... that's still pretty appropriate. The rest of these, I'm going to basically rename the whole army. I'm going to change them to Ice Bite. So they're almost going to become kind of a clan. So instead of being marauders now, anybody who fought against Frigastrex is now an Ice Bite warrior. don't think we can rename units en masse. No, we can't. Considering the blizzard blasting that these guys took when they faced off against Frigastrix. What is happening here? Hello? What are we doing? Okay, that's I didn't want to go see him. Thanks for taking me down there, though. Oh. God's sake. So we're going to call them, we're going to stick with calling the Javelin Men Hunters, but we're going to change the other ones to Axe Throwers. God, some of them have survived with practically nobody left in the unit. And I'm actually going to rename the Ice Tooth Chariots, even though Ice Tooth was a rename anyway, because they were a triple gold chevron unit. But if we end up with any more of them, we might call the other ones Ice Tooth Chariots. I want these ones to be distinguishable, that they were the ones that fought against Frigastrix. Don't need a dot. It's the writer in me coming out. Skin Wolves. I'm going to change them a little bit. We're going to call them Icebite Wargs. Alright, there we go. That's the army renamed to reflect their epic battle. It doesn't look like we can make it all the way to the Tower of Crack in one turn, so we'll just move as far as we can. Surtha Eck and Felman Ingerson, of course, will stay with what is Wulfrik's army. Down here, Sigwulf of the Gore Hunt has also leveled up. Just need to do a bit of volume work on my PC. Just 1 second. There we go. So Sigwulf of the Gore Hunt has also leveled up. I think we gave him life leeching last time. We can give him evasion, improve his melee defense and his speed a little bit. Those with such skills can evade enemy attacks with ease and break from combat should they feel that it is tactically important to do so. So we'll give him that. The Undead Knight has returned from the grave and the depths of hell. How are you doing, Chris? Money-wise, everything's building there. Beyondlings Gathering can afford to get a Ruinous Kiln. Albion can be upgraded. That can definitely be upgraded because it's more money. Down here, I think we upgraded the Serpent Jetty not so long ago. It doesn't have a resource building, so we can keep the money building down there. And we'll just get a loot pile as well, I think. We'll also set the Monolith of Catan on to be a Norse village. That's more than enough money spent. So there are a lot of... we are at war with quite a few people. We made peace with Kislev in the end of sort of the 80s. We are still at war with Middenland and Nordland, and of course with Bretonnia. And you can't see them now, but there is Bretonnian army there. There's a Bretonnian army this way somewhere, I think. There's a Middenland army. There's Nordlandar armies. There's quite a few enemies around this area. Throg has not moved. That's fine. Ingrid Christensen has not moved. That's fine. I'm going to skip that for now. Sigwolf has not moved. That's fine. Alright. What can you upgrade over here? Defences. Costs 1600 to get marauding militia. The militia forced to protect the camp tend to be angrier, more bloodthirsty, and hellbent on having their day. Because they're getting held back. And we'll upgrade the Warhound kennels to Warwolf dens as well. Mutating energies of chaos constantly infect the many wolf species of Norsca, producing all manner of lupine abominations. You just had to get away from a boring chat, Chris. I'm not sure how much more stimulating the chat here is going to be. I hope it is. I hope you'll be entertained, but I don't know. Is this enough stimuli? What, barking at me? Oh god. Alberic de Bordelot and Tormund the Crusader coming at us. I pass, Chris. I don't know. He's gonna move, isn't he? Oh no, where's he going? Oh crap. We're gonna lose the Bay of Blades. Kislev colonizing Fort Straghoff, taking back a bunch of land that we burned down when we were at war with them, but that's fine. We're not at war with them anymore, so we don't really care. Sarah, thank you for the 1 bit. It's appreciated. Every bit counts. Now to make some kind of ramen, Chris. Sounds like a good plan. Ingrid Christensen has become a taskmaster. Philip van Goorst has assaulted Throg's army. We are going to move Talos Bjorgulfsson and the Icebite army into the Tower of Crack. I'm going to rename this just because every time I say the Tower of Crack, it feels like, I don't know, feels like I'm saying a Tower of Cocaine. So we're going to call it the Tower of Karak, just because it's a little bit less bad. Right. Alberic's got 12 units. Tormund has 12. Throg has 17. But Alberic's on his own. Thank you for the 2 bits, son. Alright, we're gonna get Throg's buddies into position so that they're able to help, and then Throg is going to attack Alberic. Wow! Okay, well we're just going to auto-resolve that. 3 Knights of the Realm regiments and they couldn't even make the difference. Sacrifice the captives! Hmm. No, you know what? We might have to fight this next one, but even if we do, I think we'll still win it. So, it's definitely worth doing. Oh, he doesn't want to fight us. He knows he's going to lose. We can't quite bring ourselves to bear on him. So we're going to move Throg back. We're going to move Engra back. And we're going to move Sigwulf back. We are going to lose the Bear Blades, I'm pretty flippin' sure. There's not really a lot I can do about it. Ice Drake Fjord can be upgraded to a tribal stronghold. Good. We are rebuilding this, of course, after Nordland sailed over when they joined the war, or declared war on us, rather. They sailed over and destroyed it. Sigwulf, you like that name? It's just a Norscan name, it's just one the computer gave them. Jason has leveled up again. He's now got all of the Takers of All. We'll grant him Dominating Presence. A Chaos Lord dominates. Lesser beings cringe from a being that is so intently under scrutiny from the Dark Gods. Means anybody near him gets a +5 leadership buff. Somebody else has one. Oh, Garakis has leveled up in Throg's army. Excellent. Right, Glittering Robe grants him or his allies armour. A Plague of Rust basically does the opposite, denies the enemy some armour. Those are both pretty good. I think denying the enemy armour is going to be more useful to me, because I'm not very good with spells, but I'll at least remember if I spot an enemy unit with armour, I'll be like, oh yeah, I have a spell that can defeat that. Whereas just remembering to throw armour onto some of my units is probably not going to happen as well. Engra Christensen has levelled up. I think we'll give him Route Marcher to improve his campaign movement range, since he's been slogging it around with his maimed leg. Tormund the Crusader is running east by the looks of things. That's fine by me. Gets him out of my way. And without the help of Alberic, he obviously doesn't think he can win against Throg, so he shouldn't challenge us. Fuck you, Boris. He's got a nasty looking army. And he sacked the Bay of Blades. And then captured the Bay of Blades. That shouldn't really be allowed. I can't do that with one army. I can do it with two, but I can't do it if I only have one army. Boris strikes again, indeed. Boris is going to pay. Kislev colonising Zoyshenk, which again is territory that we can't take anyway, so we don't really care. Sigwulf Gridleson has gained the builder trait. The inhabitants of your empire tire of the constant threat of war on their doorstep. Due to the uncertainty conflict brings, the growth has taken a sudden nosedive. I feel like that shouldn't apply to Norscans. Can Norscans get war weary? I feel like they can't. 14 unit garrison. Let me just have a look at buildings. Albion. Nud Unberogan's probably going to go across the water as well. Just in case he does, we're going to take Ulf Einarsson across to Longship Graveyard. Oh god. Can't get there in one turn, are you serious? Just lots of rage there. I'm assuming at the Empire. How many turns until Wulfrik's back? Do we know? 3 turns until he's back. Okay. That's fine. That's fine. End turn. So we've definitely weakened Kislev, although they're taking back a lot of the territory we took off them now, or that we burned rather. So they will regain their strength, and at some point, at the wimpy cowards who tire of war. Wrong universe for that, you twats. Yeah. Definitely doesn't feel very Norscan. But yeah, we'll no doubt end up fighting Kislev again. They don't really have anybody near them that can attack them, like the fact that they're weak. You just jump in on the genital slurs. There's nobody to really jump on Kislev while they're weak and keep them beaten down, so they will regain their strength. Wait, what are you gonna do? Oh, he's got mortars, great. Yep, that wasn't exactly a mystery, was it? The Empire has confederated Talabekland, and we have an imminent rebellion in the Goromadni Mountains. How did that come about? Lack of corruption. Oh. Well, that's certainly not good. In fact, we'll save that because it's probably only going to get burned down. They're replenishing very, very slowly. Right. Alright, we've got a few units that have got a little bit of damage on them, but largely, I think if we just throw ourselves over the walls, we should be able to beat this. Does Norsca have any artillery units, son? No, they do not. Pretty sure they have 0 artillery units. They have got a lot of firepower, which will probably do significant damage to us. But we need the win. We need to move on. It's not their strength, mate. The best artillery in the game is probably the Empire, then the Dwarves. The Bretonnians get trebuchets. The High Elves and the Dark Elves get like repeater bolt throwers, things that are like mini ballistas. The Lizard Men get dinosaur mounted magic artillery shit. The Tomb Kings do get some interesting stuff that's kind of artillery. And they do get a couple of things that is. They've got a casket of souls. Doom Divers, yeah, so the Greenskins have Doom Divers. But I don't actually think that the Norscans have artillery. Yeah, the Bone Giants. I fucking love the Bone Giants. To be honest, I really like the Tomb Kings aesthetic. I love the way that their armies look. I actually like a lot of the themes of Warhammer races. I like the Norse warrior theme for the Norscans with the frozen stuff, the ice trolls and the wolf stuff. The greenskins are just cool because they're greenskins. Right, I'm actually going to put Throg's army on the opposite side to where the reinforcements are coming, so that the reinforcements can basically try and jump over the the other wall. We'll see if we can get some more magic. And we did get quite a lot of it. Start deployment. Right, we'll put these guys over here, actually. I'm going to pull them out because they're a bit more beat up. We'll still send them in, but we'll send them in sort of after we're over the walls so they don't just get shot at. Alright. So you can see all of the enemy are on this wall. There's none on the other wall, which is pretty much what I wanted. So we're going to have the javelin men rush forward and start throwing stuff. Strangely enough, that is what they do. Really? I can't climb that bit of wall? Nope, I can. I just need a unit selected. That might help. There we go. So everybody's running forward now. Engre Christensen, of course, is on his own. None of these troops are his. He's going to make a beeline for the wall. Sigwulf is going to make a beeline as well. He wants to get his warriors inside and stuck into the fight as soon as they can. I now don't know which ones I've moved and which ones I haven't, but we'll figure that out. So they have got crossbowmen, they've got handgunners, they've got mortars, so we're going to be taking a lot of fire trying to get through here. Wow, those trolls are basically dead. Their leadership is all but gone. I really need you to start smashing the gate apart though. Thank you. Alright. Which of these guys are not doing shit? Most of them, by the looks of things. Just head down that way generally, because I think we've occupied most of the walls with ladders. Whoa, did they smash the gates already? Holy crap. Alright. That unit did their job. Now Throg and the other 32 trolls. Gate damage 1%. Why are the gates open then? Oh, okay. Well, let's see if Throg can smash them down. You guys can just head back that way because you're not going to do much good right now. Ho ho! That fucked them up. Get him! They've got guns. Well, that was interesting. Throg is single-handedly bashing down that gate. I need another Searing Doom over there. And then I need you to get up onto the wall. Get off the wall. Siege battles are horribly messy affairs. Wait, who's that? Oh, that's Veteran Bruin. Oh, well, in that case, definitely do the other one. Why can't you do the other one? Out of range. Oh, okay. Has Throg opened the gate? I think he has. Right, that means you guys can come down here as well. All of you guys, just fucking get in there and kill things. Sigwulf Riddleson single-handedly chasing 3 units off the battlefield there. There we go, we've taken it. Excellent. That's Nordland Or Norden taken. 250 losses isn't that bad. In fact, that's pretty tidy. The mortar got 44 kills, but nothing else really got over 30 kills. So I need to decide whether I'm going to capture Norden or burn it. I think, given that it's a coastal settlement, I can capture it. And I actually think that I might. Then again, Throg has got a mission to sack or raise 3 settlements right now. And given that Todbringer is over in our land, raising our stuff and taking it, I think we'll just raise it, burn it down. We do need to send a powerful message to Middenland and Nordland that we are not to be messed with. We certainly seem to have hit a bit of a slow crawl in terms of the progress we've been making on the campaign map at the moment. Nordland and Middenland coming across the Sea of Claws and attacking us at home hasn't helped. Wow, look at that. Almost all of my Marauder infantry units gained experience. We don't want to establish an outpost. Sacking it would give us a substantial amount of money. But I think we are going to raise it for the Eagle, which I believe is Tzeentch, the god of change. And times are changing for the Empire. Norden is a warning. Sigwulf Gridolfsson has levelled up. So we will give him some Norse resilience. Throg has also levelled up. Apparently we have the Wintertooth Crown. Or we're on the quest for it. I don't know which way round that is, but... Alright, let's improve Throg's charge again. There we go, and we'll move on to Salts and Munt next turn. Or when we can, at least. Right, Chaos Corruption in this province. Local populace is worth 2 points. So we really need to up that. Get a Sacrificial Pyre. Hall of Raiders' Remains. Yeah, we'll get one of them too. Lord not moved, that's fine. So is that. Alright. So we really are struggling for finances with Norsca. Considering the amount of land that we've burned because we can't take it, it does seem that money is Norsca's biggest problem, I think. Heinrich Kemmler on the move. Oh, and he's up here. Wow. So he's up here with Wilmar Richtelos as well. So he's got 2 massive armies on the same front as we're on. Where are you going, Chilfroy? You're going to hit the water next turn, aren't you? We definitely need to start beating some of these guys down. Are you really committing to coming to attack? What's he doing? Is he reinforcing Todbringer? That is interesting. I don't think it's particularly smart, but it's interesting. Alright, there we go. We've researched blood-fueled hunger. Excellent. Imminent rebellion over here. I don't think there's much we can do about that. Mission issued. Recruit a war beast. The creatures of the Chaos Wastes are blessings from the Dark Gods. We should use their mortal children and bring ruin to the enemy. We might. We'll see. Alright. Yeah, we have unlocked the Cold Voider. Frigastrex. We need to look at remodeling Wulfrik's army, actually. He needs some stronger units. Unfortunately, some of these cost a lot of time to recruit more than anything else. So, I mean, I think it's 1 turn until he's back now. Yeah, so he's back next turn. so we'll sort that out then. Salzenmund has a garrison of 9. Oh, poor Salzenmund. Let's send Engra Christiansen forward just a little. I am not seeing any armies. And Sigwulf of the Gorhun has leveled up. Magical reserves. That would be nice if we're going to start trying to use these guys a bit more, so we'll get that. A few magic users have the ability to store the winds of magic for later use, increasing their spellcasting power when it really counts. So we'll do that. We will have Throg move up, but this time Throg's not actually going to lead the assault. He's going to give that honour to Sigwulf Gridelsson. And it should be easy. Why can't we auto-resolve? What? Ah, because Sigwulf doesn't have any trolls or anything, so he can't technically smash down the gates in the auto-resolve. It doesn't count the ones in reinforcing armies. So we'll have to wait one turn till we can get a battering ram. Alright. Can't improve anything there. Bjornling's gathering. Go on then. That's fine. Research available. Baying to Morsleeb. The eerie green glow of the dark moon calls out all manner of feral monstrosities from the Norscan wilderness. Extra melee defense for all of our wolf units of varying types and 10% less recruitment cost. Okido. Imminent rebellion, yeah, that's fine. Lord not moved, yeah, that's fine. Wow, okay. We would actually make a small fortune from this. From exporting iron and marble to them. She's at war with Aghol and Avalon. She's trading with the Deadwood Sentinels and Nagarond, and she's in a military alliance with Nagarond. Yeah, I mean, why would we not trade with them? So that's interesting. Now we have a trade agreement with Haganeth. We already have a non-aggression pact with him, so what does he want? They're offering 600 gold for military access trade. I mean, that's an easy one as well, considering we have a non-aggression pact, and we're both at war with Nordland. Although he's not at war with Middenland anymore. But yeah, of course we will. I think we're starting to be recognised by the evil forces in the world. Ah, Tormund the Crusader. Going for Einarsson's moot, I see. Oh my god, Bretonnia has a lot of armies. I see what they're doing. They're going to take Einarsson's moot. Bastards. Okay. Wulfrik is ready for duty. So of course, Talos Bjorgulfsson will be getting replaced with Wulfrik. Right. Is that the best armor you could have? I think it is. Masamun's Pride. Oh, that's the one that gives him Wind Blast. Gives him 75 AP damage. Yeah, definitely think that's the one we want. He's got the Berserker's Headband. Ancient Frostworm Scales. Enable Frostbite attacks. Ability Ancient Frostworm Scale. Okay, and plus 20 armor. He's definitely having that. Standard of Discipline. Okay, he's got a Zealot who spreads corruption as he goes. He's got a Grayling Weirkin, which increases all of his Skin Wolves, Ice Wolves and Warhounds speed and melee attack. He's got a Berserker which captures more casualties. And he's got Varag's Beast Trainer which reduces recruitment cost for Norscan Giants, Frost Verms and Mammoths. Okay. Right, well, Wulfrik is back with a vengeance. First of all, the Cold Voider is joining the ranks. Alright, sod it. Well, we won't call it by its name, it's just... No, I don't want it to be called the Cold Voider. I'd rather it was called its name. It did enough flipping damage. Alright. So, he's got his frost verm. Now what he needs to do, I mean, ideally I want to get him over to this end of Norsca so he can make a tour of these regions and recruit his new units locally. But that kind of means that Nud Unberogen over here is in the way. So we'll keep replenishing for a little time, for a little bit. I think Longship Graveyard is probably safe. So oh, okay. He'll take damage though. We'll have Ulf Einarsson sail out to join Wulfrik in taking back the Bay of Blades. There we go, that's Salzenmund. Oh my god! If we sack it we don't get any money though. I mean if we raise it we don't get any money. Screw it, let's just take a shit ton of money. Alright, Garakis gained a rank. We're improving his Plague of Rust. Sigwulf Gridleson gained a rank. Definitely needs to get a rank in Takers of All. And Engra Christensen gained a rank. I think he's definitely got Norse resilience considering he's been walking all this way with a maimed leg. Start raiding them. Good lord, we're not short on money now. Bjornling's Gathering can be upgraded to a greater tribal stronghold. The greater the Norscan stronghold, the more bloodthirsty killers that can be drawn to a warlord's banner. And Albion can improve its Chaos Shrine to a Shamanic Pyre. Wherever dark energies can be channeled, the seers commune with godlings and daemons to guide the tribe towards war. And we've also got a free slot over here. There's no resource building. I don't think we particularly need a recruitment building. But because the Bretonnians sailed up here, I am going to build a bloody bulwark. When attackers are foolish enough to challenge a Norscan enclave, these ramparts drip crimson, drenched in their blood. So we're going to get that on the go. Right, Serpent Jetty can upgrade its Trophies of Battle to a Plunder Hall. Place to stockpile the trinkets, jewels and treasures pillaged from those now either enslaved or dead. We'll also get a longship builder in the Monolith of Catan. Norsca's shipbuilding workshops enable their raiding marauders to be the infamous scourge of the old world seas. And we'll actually give the Monolith of Catan a fur stash. Naglfari Plain. Actually. Sal encampment can be upgraded, but I don't know if I want to because it's dangerously close to Nud. I think we are going to lose Einarsson's moot. But that's to be expected. Go on then, upgrade Winterpire. So we're now earning a decent bit of money, but we're doing a lot of raiding, which is like one of the reasons that Norsca is a little bit... Hello? They're offering 1,000 gold for a non-aggression pact. Wow, okay. Some people definitely fear us, or respect us, or both. There we go, the Barrow Legion have taken Dietershafen. What have they got? Peasant bowmen, spearmen at arms, men at arms with shields, men at arms with pole arms. They have got 2 paladins and a level 9 lord. I'm going to auto-resolve because I don't actually think on the battle map that we'd be able to win that. The Barrow Legion's gone to war with the Empire and the Dwarves. Oh god, Alberic's back. And he's heading for Pack Ice Bay, where we've got no troops. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. Ulf Einarsson is in a forced march and cannot escape. I don't know why the auto-resolve seems to think that that's the balance of power, because I feel like we're at a significant disadvantage. But if we don't fight it, then he's definitely going to die. So we could get the skin wolves to try and take out the mortars, and then get the skirmishers. The great swords have armour, which we could put the Ulf's raiders, the marauder hunters, onto. Alright, we'll give it a go. Fucking Knud, exactly, Sarah. Exactly. Fucking Knud. Going to need a pretty wide line of Chaos Marauders, because we've got a lot of units to see off. I'm actually going to put the Berserkers on the left flank, but slightly further back, so that they hopefully don't get shot at first. Stack the Javelin men up behind them. Just have them throw at things as soon as possible. Put the axe throwers on the flanks. Skin Wolves at the back with Ulf. Right, what is the range on those mortars? Yeah, they're not quite as long as they look like they might have been. So we'll fall back as far as possible, because I want them to move. Mostly because I want them to leave the mortars behind, because the mortars are a lot slower. And the mortars are not in range. They have got a fairly long range, but it's not... They've got that much distance between us now, and we're going to pull a little bit further away. So they've got skirmishers in the front, great swords there, and 2 units of great swords there. So they are slowly leaving the mortars behind. We have to be careful that we give these guys something to do before we go after the mortars, because otherwise they'll just go for the unit, the Skin Wolves that I'm going to send around. There you can already see that some of their formation is starting to divert now. It is pulling a unit of great swords away though, which is interesting. But now everything has stopped. And they've stopped a little bit too close to the mortars for my liking. So what we're actually going to do is we are going to come and charge down the hill at them. Actually, I'm going to take them out. Going to reform the formation without the Skin Wolves. And then we are going to run down to them. Okay, now they've started sending mortars at the rest of my army, which I don't really want. Come on, skin wolves! Get 'em! Get 'em! Alright, their army's definitely coming forward. So at this point, the fuck are those? Flagellants. Oh, great. So we're going to try and commit to the fight now. We've managed to pull one unit of greatswords away with the skin wolves, and they're way out of formation now, which is good. One mortar gone. Crane raiding with 3 viewers. Crane, thank you for the raid, buddy. Appreciate that. We're currently just role-playing some Norsca on Total War Warhammer 2. Alright, the mortars are both scattered. What we do not want is these halberdiers getting into action against the Wolves of Einarsson, because they are anti-large. So we're going to pull the skin wolves away from them. Hopefully, if they do as they're told. Okay, I mean one of them isn't, but he'll get the message eventually. Okay, this is interesting. Their centre seems to have broken apart. Hmm. Alright, you guys stop doing that for now. Just stand there and wait for their great swords to come forward. How are you doing, Crane? Again, we do not want our Wolves of Einarsson to be involved with the enemy halberdiers, so we're actually going to send the marauders across to try and stop that, which a couple of the crazy bastards look to have just about achieved. Wow, good job them. Right, then we're going to go get those handgunners because they're a problem. I'm actually going to switch these guys into a column. And then I'm going to move them this way. So I'm hoping they'll just run this way and won't get involved in this fight, which it does look like they're doing. These guys have just about run out of ammunition for their throwing axes, so we're just going to commit them to chasing these guys. What the fuck? You're supposed to be killing Nud. Alright. Now that they've got past there, we're going to reform them into a line. And then we are going to tell them to shoot the enemy greatswords. Right, these guys have just about scattered the handgunners. Go on, break them. Break them! Alright, these marauder hunters are chasing them. These marauders can get over here, and this unit that barely exists can chase the crossbowmen. Oh, you got affiliate tonight, Crane. Congratulations, buddy. That is no small feat. Very well done there. There is... I don't know what the fuck is going on here. Some of my units are beat to hell. Get them. Right, are you killing him? I mean, you look like you might be trying. Skin wolves are about to break them. We've got enemy handgunners chasing, or shooting at our men rather. That unit is not going to survive. So we'll have the skin wolves come back over and chase the skirmishers off. Enemy general's running away. I am not going to have Ulf chase him down. But there's only 35 marauders left in that unit, so we will have them chase him. It's just so that if he decides to stop routing and rally, then they're right behind him. Right, over here, these guys appear to have convinced that unit that it shouldn't be here. Oh, the enemy general has actually rallied. Skin wolves have seen off the handgunners again, so we'll throw them onto the enemy crossbowmen right here. I'm seeing a chain rout starting. And victory! Right, this time I do want to do maximum damage. Where is the enemy leader? Oh, he's on a horse. Okay, well, guess we're not getting him then. Get the handgunners. It did take a long time for you though, Corinne. How long did it take? Oh, I appreciate the zealousness throwing javelins there, lads, but you're probably hitting your own guys. Well, I didn't actually expect to win this fight. The Skinwolves have killed 202, didn't lose a single model. I mean, they're already called the Wolves of Einarsson, but I'm starting to feel like maybe Ulf is going to see himself as a little bit more in touch with the Skinwolves, I guess. In tune with the wolf. Since they basically fucking saved his life. They did a lot of work. This poor handgunner here is getting absolutely mashed, and that's his head. I have no idea if he's dead or not. Nope, he's not dead yet. He's certainly not having a good time, but he's not dead. Oh, now he's dead. Alright. What is left on the field for these guys to chase? Just stuff over here. We will see if we can get them in triple speed. Streams on and off for the last 8 months. I mean, it's still, you've got it though, right? Like, it's getting there that's the achievement. I didn't actually know you streamed, Crane. You've kept that quiet. I shall add you to my auto host list, sir. No, looks like they've got away just. So we may be at risk of losing that Marauder unit. I don't know if if there's a sliver of green there. I don't know if that's enough for them to stay in it. But look at the kills. 213 for the Skinwolves, 206 for the Marauder Berserkers, 123 for those Marauders, 100 for those, 164 for those. The Hunters 133 and 237 kills. The Javelin Men 105 and 172. Other than this unit, and I don't know why they got so beat up, but obviously they were in a hard fight for them. Other than them and Ulf himself, every unit got triple-digit kills. That's absolutely insane. We were outnumbered by 1,000. Outnumbered by 1,000 and we still won. Their mortars got a total of 9 kills between them. That's how effectively we shut them down. Their handgunners got 14, so they were shut down too. Crossbowmen not quite so much, they got 31 and 48, but we only had one lot of Skinler Wolves. Their greatswords, 28 kills, they were shut down pretty quick, 45 and 50. Weren't shut down quite as quick, but they were shut down eventually. The Flagellants took 55 with them on their way down. And then all of the Halberdiers less than 30 kills for each unit. The Swordsmen, one of them got 4 kills, the other one got 36 kills. The Spearmen got 3 kills. They didn't really perform as well as they should have done, the Empire, I think. They probably should have had us beat there. You don't consider yourself a streamer? Well, I mean, if you look at it as an adjective, it applies, right? You're a Twitch affiliate. I don't look at myself as a streamer either. It's more like I'm gonna play these games either way. So really, I'm just playing them for an audience. Like, I don't see it as like it's streaming, but I'm not a streamer. So I get what you're saying, definitely. What kind of stuff do you usually play when you do stream, Crane? Give yourself a little plug. I don't know how many people are going to see it because there's not that many people that watch mine, but you never know. You might pick up a couple extra followers. There we go, 190 enemies captured. And we did lose that Marauder unit, which is a shame, but we will sacrifice these captives to the gods for delivering us from what should have been a almost certain defeat. Oh god. Please tell me he's not in range to attack Ulfinison as well. Siegfried Pfeiffer. I think Bretonnia are actually more of a threat than the Empire, the Elector Counts right now. Like Middenland and Nordland seem to be less of a threat. Wow, Aghold actually took a province back off Haganeth. Jesus. Yes, I know. Campaigner. Awesome. Right, what I want to do with Wulfrik is the Salzenmund Soul Eaters. Oh, well, they're going to be down near Salzenmund, I'd imagine. Perhaps the scariest of all giant humanoid monster species, Cygors are some of the angriest creatures to roam the old world. The Salzenmund Soul Eaters are a pair of Cygors even bigger and stronger than others of their kind, making them among the most difficult monsters to hunt. Their cycloptic eyes not only see the winds of magic, but also dampen their use for most spellcasters in their presence. I see. That would give us a giant Cygor eyeball. Well, let's start that challenge. Recruit the following type of unit: Marauder Hunters with Javelins. Okay. The Ruinous Masters have many worshippers across the old world, amongst which the Beastmen are the most primitive. The influence of chaos only enhances their bestial aspects, making the already monstrous beasts larger and even more terrifying than they already are. One such pair of one-eyed abominations of the Beastmen are the gargantuan Cygor brothers, known to men as the Salzenmund Soul Eaters. These grotesque leviathans are not only bigger, stronger, and faster than their ordinary counterparts, but are feared even by beastmen, Bray shamans, due to their ability to dampen the use of magic for others in their presence. To take on the mighty Soul Eaters with limited use of magic certainly makes for a challenging hunt, but one which will potentially culminate in an impressive sacrifice to the gods. First, you must find the pair of monsters, who are always found together, a surprisingly difficult task considering their immense size. Being of the Beastmen, the Soul Eaters dwell deep in the dark forests, navigable via the vast network of beast paths known only to the Beastmen themselves. The only way to safely explore them is to recruit some experienced hunters to search the woods, thought to harbour beastmen herds, to hopefully find the Cygor brothers you seek as your bounty. At the moment, going through the Spider-Man DLCs? Ooh. Like the remasters, and then none of them tickle your fancy. Lay whatever the PSN brings out monthly. Or play whatever, I'm guessing. Play whatever the PSN brings out. I mean, you know, that's good. The Spider-Man things sound good. I used to like one of the really old Spider-Man games. It was absolutely awesome. Alright, Ulf Einarsson has levelled up, of course, and Norse resilience is a given after that battle. The resilient Norseman here. I think, yeah, more or less we have to take him over to Wulfrik. And just because I'm worried about them trying to catch him out, Wulfrik's going to come down and meet him. Our public order in there is perfect, so it won't matter if we make a raiding encampment to keep replenishing. Alright, we've screwed up Salzenmund. It does actually look like Salzenmund is the last settlement that Nordland actually has. Yeah, they have one settlement. With a garrison of 9. Throg has levelled up. So we'll improve... Ooh, mutant regeneration. The uncanny ability of quickly regenerating even the most grievous wounds. In due course, almost all will be healed. Yeah, we'll get that. Yeah, I think the Spider-Man game from 2001 was the one that I really liked. You like... If I'm not mistaken, you like... It was like kinda free roam. You just sort of did whatever you wanted to do. Like, there was like petty crimes that you could disrupt and stuff. Alright. So, there is a Nordlander army there with 12 units in it. But other than that, we have wrecked Nordland. And look at the Barrow Legion. Just taking all kinds of land. Bretonia's presence is absolutely worrying. Middenland certainly seems tougher than it should be. Yeah, they definitely want peace. No, you're not having it for free. Alright, well we bought peace from them. They are pretty messed up. But it does mean that we don't have to worry about them. Middenland is not getting peace because they still have a piece of our land, which we need back. Alright, Ice Drake Fjord. You can get an offering of slaughter. Killing is more than just a sport. It is an experience that brings one closer to the gods. You can also upgrade your skull-laden embankment to a wall of carcasses. Nothing saps the courage out of an enemy like a massive wall of dead bodies. Good God. And we'll upgrade the ruinous kiln to a dark furnace. Don't get too close. It burns with the hellish heat of the instability between worlds. Yeah, I think that is definitely the one that I played as well, Crane. I loved that game. What's it like, the new one? Is it close to that one? Are they similar or? Fucking Bretonnia, honestly. Lord not moved, Felman Ingerson. We'll move him to there. Surtha Ek, he's fine. Sal encampment, we can probably upgrade that safely now. Now what does she want? A defensive alliance. I don't know how useful that will be. I mean, if she offers it flat again, I might just accept it, but I'm worried it'll just pull us into wars against Aghall and whoever's over there when we're basically using them to raid and earn money. I think Saltzmund's gonna die no matter what. Unless he's just going for Norden. Here we go. Oh, looks like they picked up the ruins on the way. That's not what I expected them to do. Todbringer's going for Longship Graveyard now. Of course he is, the scumbag. And Nud Unbrogan is making a run for it. There was a unit there that I don't recognise. I didn't know what the hell it was. The Bone Clubbers tribe. Oh, okay. Well, I mean, we're probably not going to win that. Are you kidding? The AI won the victory? Jesus Christ. Well, sacrifice the 124 that we won. Captured even. Okay. Rebels have raised the Bay of Blades. And then those rebels disappeared. So we'll have Ulf start heading towards the Bay of Blades to recolonize it. Meanwhile, Throg will head south towards Middenheim, which is the capital of Middenland, Todbringer's land. Now, I don't know if they are going to be up for this.
Yes. Do not waste my time with petty talk. Make your offer and be done.
If we demand 1,000 gold in tribute from you, will you make peace? It does look like they might. They're offering 300, but considering that they don't control our settlement anymore, they only have their land down here, but Todbringer is about to take one of our settlements. I think taking 300 gold for saving face and making peace is worth doing. So I'm going to do it.
Yes.
Which now means we are only at war with Bretonnia again. Which also means that Wulfrik can safely head towards Einarsson's moot. Excellent. So we'll take back Einarsson's moot, and then we'll start engaging the Bretonnian armies along the sea here.
I travel the world seeking jewels. Today you bring one to me.
Interestingly enough, they're offering peace. They are at war with the Knights of Arrigo, which is a Bretonnian faction in Araby. If we made peace, we'd probably be, well, we would be safe from them taking our land, considering the armies they've got floating around in the sea. Jewels of the Flame, Alberic de Bordelot. and Chilfroy wherever the hell he went. But considering our mid-term campaign goal is to beat Bretonnia into submission, they've got a lot of land now, is to beat them into submission and weaken them in preparation for the long-term goal, which is to destroy Bretonnia. I don't think we're going to take this. I'd rather them potentially take some of our land and us have to take it back. I mean, they clearly don't want to be in a war with us. I'll offer them a ridiculous sum to... Wow, that's still high. Okay, they really do not want to be in a war with us. But it goes against the mid-term goal, the long-term goal, and some of Wulfrik's quests right now, so we're just gonna say no. Oh, Nordland have been destroyed by the Barrow Legion. What the hell is that? A Norscan giant. Wow. A recent clutch of reports regarding ill discipline in the lower ranks is cause for concern. Clearly, clods are being hired. This has to stop. Recruitment costs have risen accordingly, but new recruits begin 2 ranks higher. Okay. Don't know if these guys really care about that stuff, but sure. Ah, there's Tormund the Crusader. Alright. So Wulfrik will take care of Tormund and Einarsson's moot. But Alberic is still coming this way with 17 units. There we go. Right, Ice Drake Fjord. Upgrade the offering of slaughter to an offering of war. The favour of the Dark Ones does not come easily. Blood must be spilt by the gallons. War must be waged. Excelente. Nothing to build there. Albion can upgrade to a skull-laden embankment, so it will. We can upgrade that. We've got lots of upgrading that we can do in the mountains of Naglfari, which is Naglfari Plain and the Varg camp. Well, that needs to be a resource building because it's got a resource. And this, so we've got 6 slots available across the province. I think having the money building in Naglfari Plain and Varg camp's probably worth doing. So we'll give you the money building. And then, do we need that there? I don't think we do. It doesn't need to be a recruitment zone. So then we'll get that. We'll upgrade to that. Good. Alright, we actually won over here, didn't we? Why do we have public order problems? Due to a lack of corruption. In that case, build a ruinous altar. And let's get some corruption. You might as well build a wharf. Okay, this is going to be a recruitment zone. Do these places, the Altar of Spawns actually does have resource building, so that needs demolished. And then I'm not 100% sure that this needs to be don't think that needs to be a recruitment zone because this is going to be a recruitment zone. So we can probably get rid of that. We can put in that. And down here, Sarl encampment. Whoops. Don't want to do that. Right. So Tower of Karak has a resource, has a defense position, and the infantry building. The Bay of Blades will need 1 slot for its port, then it has 2 extra slots. One of them's probably the cavalry slot. Then the Sarl encampment can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's probably what it's doing. So get that, get that. It's time to start hitting the Bretonnians hard. And we need to sort out Wulfrik's army and get him less of an early game one But I want to do that in the west of Norsca after we've taken Einarsson's moot back. Okay, Alberic is running away. Excellent. Shrine or shine. This weather is brutal even by northern standards. A vicious hailstorm blows up from nowhere. As it howls down upon your settlement, you realize you have neither the time nor the materials to reinforce all of your buildings. Will you have your people try and save the shrines or secure the loot piles? I think roleplay reasons it's got to be shrines, right? We get less income from raiding, but they'd protect the shrines before they'd ever protect the loot. Eight unit garrison, 7 unit army, 15 total.
Where's my next move? They come. I challenge them. More scars. Norsca. The hound compels. The hound compels.
Here we go.
Enslaver summons.
Alright, Ulf Einarsson.
Wipe them out.
Colonize.
Chieftain and shrine.
There we go. We have resecured the Bay of Blades. So we can get to improving that. Right, quicker way of checking me cities. Koromadni Mountains are making no money. That's fine because they're not being taxed. That can be improved. Get that. Get that. Get that. Improve the defences, I guess. Why are you saying? Oh, because we can upgrade that. There we go. That's all of his upgrades for the towns done. Right. Throg first. Sigwulf Griddleson has leveled up. We will give him... Well, they've certainly looted a lot, so we'll give him Takers of All. Okay, they can't move as far as Throg can because of attrition. So I'm guessing they're taking attrition from the undead, which Throg's not taking for some reason. Right, well in that case... Jesus, that's a lot of peasant mobs. Throg's already left them behind, so we might as well keep pursuing. Unassigned skill point. Jason has leveled up again. I think we'll give him lightning strike. Okay. Oh, is he going to try and go around and go for the weaker armies? What a dick. I mean, we could auto-resolve and more or less win. They've got some knights as well. The other thing is, if we just retreat, I don't think that Alberic will be able to pursue us far enough. So we'll just run away. Idiot. Ooh, they have 2 Cygors and some Minotaurs. A surfeit of loot. While raiding across the sea, your warriors discover rich pickings in a coastal village that was easily overcome. So rich, it turns out, that your ships, already heavy with earlier plunder, cannot carry all you wish to take. What should they load up with, and what should they leave behind? So, like food and drink, or iron and metal. And from a roleplay standpoint, why would you not take the iron and metal? And we've unlocked the baying to more sleeve technology. That's very nice. So we'll get the Chaos Surge, because we don't really need Marauders of the West, because we're not in the West yet. Well, we are going to get to Bretonnia relative. Actually, we are getting to Bretonnia about now, so let's get Marauders of the West. Bretonnians, Southern Kingdoms, and Dwarf Settlements. Yeah, let's get that. Oops, I didn't read that. The opulent, pompous kingdoms of men and dwarfs sit on a vast wealth that waits to be taken. So we're going to have this dude come back down here. And then we're going to have Throg come, because Albrecht has literally put himself in the worst possible place. Albrecht's going to run away, but he's not going to get far enough. And we shouldn't even need to fight this. This should be so... Yeah, look at that. And they can't go anywhere. If they lose, every unit's dead. So they've just thrown away both of these paladins. I don't know what level they are. But Alberic won't die. He's... Will he not? Actually, I don't know. He may not be immortal. I guess we're about to find out. 179 captives. They're all getting sacrificed to the gods. Taggart Sigibald killed in battle. Repance Thogard killed in battle. Throg has gained the trait Man's Ruin. So has Sigwulf Gridelsson. So has Engra Christiansen. Well, there you go. And Throg's leveled up. So we're going to give him his thick-skinned trait. Creatures with tough hides or some kind of natural armour are tough nuts to crack. Even a powerful attack may fall foul of their thick skin. And Sigwulf of the Gore Hunt has levelled up. We'll give him Earthing. By stabbing a staff or some arcane conduit into the ground, an accomplished magic user can earth or tether the winds and hopefully reduce a chance of miscasting. And Engra Christiansen has levelled up as well. So for him, he's got a maimed leg. He's kinda on his own. He's not really favoured by anybody. I think we're going to give him Putrefying Ooze. Putrefying Ooze. Ew. Gross. I will give him Voice of the Dark Gods for now. This lord speaks with a dread booming voice, a gift from his dark masters to ensure obedience. He can form a raiding camp. So can they. We're probably upsetting our good friends, the Barrow Legion, but we need to do raiding camps in order to not die, so tough. Alright. He has got a standard of discipline that's going on to them. 6 turns until their supplies run out. What have they got? 2 paladins. They have got a regiment of renown, Wardens of Montfort, mounted yeoman archers. They've got a few peasant archers, some spearmen at arms, some men at arms, some mounted yeomen. I don't think that they'll survive, to be honest, if we attack. But we'll wait. Do we wait? Do we need to wait? I think we probably do. So we'll at least wait until we've got a battering ram. The Mountains of Hell can upgrade there to a Chaos Shrine. The Mountains of Naglfari can upgrade their loot pile to a Trophies of Battle, and their first dash to a Beast Tanner. So we'll do both of those. These guys can now start being taxed because they will not run out of public order. Excellent. Right. Now we just really need to get on to beating Bretonia's face in. We'll save this as we've played 100 turns. And actually, I have been streaming for almost 2.5 hours this time round, which is a lot more than I was expecting to do. Just give me a second, guys. Alright. Well, I think what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to end the stream here. We're at a good solid round 100 turns. We have completed our short-term goal in the last episode. We've pretty much united the north and burned what we can't. We did destroy all of this stuff, but Kislev has now repopulated it after they paid steeply for peace. We're on the verge of taking back Einarsson's moot from Bretonnia. Nordland has been destroyed, and they are the ones that burned our capital down, so it wasn't us that delivered the final blow. We just stole their money and made peace, and then the Barrow Legion came in and finished them off. Middenland has also been quite thoroughly educated in not messing with Norsca, and the Barrow Legion has pretty much just took all of this, which in one regard is good for us, because if we keep them friendly, the Empire doesn't have access to this coast. They can't just hop across the Sea of Claws or the Gulf of Kislev and take these 4 settlements like they've been doing. But on the one hand, it does mean we can't really raid the coasts here. But I don't think I'm too bothered about that. We can always raid Bretonnia, we can raid Aghol, we can raid Kislev. So if we keep the Barrow Legion sweet, we might actually, have a kind of unnatural border there, having them there. When we do return, Wulfrik will take Einarsson's Rest, and then Wulfrik, his 2 hangers-on, and Ulf Einarsson, I think, are all going to convene probably at Icedrake Fjord. We'll juggle around Wulfrik's army. I don't know why I just did a juggle thing with my hands, because you guys can't see that. But we'll juggle around Wulfrik's army, we'll put better units in it, and we'll offload the units we don't want, probably to Ulf Einarsson. Given the amount of money we've got and that we're making, we'll probably get Ulf Einarsson up to a full 20 stack as well, with the units from Wulfrik's army, and then we'll buy the rest. And then any leftovers may get handed off to Wulfrik's 2 hangers-on. My plan for Ulf Einarsson is to have him come back this way and sort of be the keeper of the north. He's going to be warden of the north, if you will. He's going to be our Eddard Stark. He's going to be in the Tower of Karak or in Einarsson's moot, and he'll raid Kislev while we're at peace. And if they declare war on us, hopefully he'll be strong enough on his own to at least burn a few settlements. If not, we'll recruit a second army. Wulfrik, we are going to take him this way, sort his army out, hop him over here and do the monster hunt that's down in Salzenmund, the Soul Eaters, the 2 Cygors. Then we'll pop another one, see where that is. And then also we've still got his weapon quest, which is to move somebody down towards Bretonnia, which Wulfrik will probably do after the monster hunt anyway. Throg and his cronies, they're on their way down there now. They're going to be making their way down the coast. They're going to pick a fight with Bretonnia. We'll probably raise and sack a whole bunch of this stuff. Remember, our midterm goal is to harass Bretonnia, not destroy them completely. So I don't actually want to weaken them too much, because I'm worried the Barrow Legion that will just come in and finish them off, which I don't particularly want, but we'll definitely beat a couple of their armies, sack their cities if we don't raise them, and we'll also be trying to move on, if my map would stop lagging. We'll be trying to move on to... Wow, what is happening? Excuse me a second, guys. The map is not happy. We'll be trying to move on down the coast. We'll be looking at whether this is a vulnerable area, whether this area is vulnerable at all, the coast of Arabe, maybe the coasts of Lustria. Maybe we'll raid Ulthuan. I don't think we'll sack anything or raise anything, but we might raid them. We might raid some of the Dark Elves along here that we don't particularly like. We'll see if we can get Hargoneth to like us a little bit more as well while we're at it. And then that'll all be in preparation for our long-term goal, which is, of course, to take the coasts of Bretonnia and destroy everything else. And then beyond that, we'll be already looking at extension goals, but I think that'll take us a substantial portion of time. We are in a good position, I think, by turn 100. We've done pretty well for ourselves. So now all we need to do is capitalise on that and remind Bretonnia that they cannot come up the Sea of Claws into the Gulf of Kislev, take our settlements and march their chuffing crusades up here. They will learn a lesson, but we also have to be aware of the Barrow Legion. But I very much appreciate everybody who's watching, who has watched. Appreciate Chris, Bama GTR, Trooper Bradford 519, Charlie Smith 1019 and 112 David L for the auto hosts, and of course Crane's World for the raid. Really appreciate that, buddy. I love having people raid the channel. I'll make sure to stick you on my auto host list, and we'll see if we can get you some raids if the timing matches up. For now, I'm now getting paranoid. Did I actually save this? I did. So for now, what we're going to do is I'm going to find somewhere to send you guys, and I'm actually going to send you guys to Trooper Bradford 519. Crane, if you're still in the chat, buddy, Trooper Bradford is doing OCRP, so he's doing police work on GTA on one of the communities there. And for anybody else that's watching, that's what we're going to go and do. We're going to go raid Trooper Bradford, which is Jake. Trooper Bradford 519. So when you get into Trooper Bradford 519's chat, just give yourself a big Norscan scream and, I don't know, tell him that you're taking all his gold and his women or something. And have fun if you do stick around with Jake. I have loved every minute of streaming for you guys. Very glad we're up to turn 100. And I shall see you soon. Be good, and if you can't be good, at least be awesome. See you later.